If you know what this is, then you know that today we're going to show you all the cool specs of this Koa Fender Custom Shop guitar. It's beautiful. Stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name's Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and like our videos. If you'd like to support the channel, visit our Teespring store linked below for custom design t-shirts like the new design that we're wearing. There's a few more new designs on there, so be sure to check them out and order them. So yeah, it's a gorgeous guitar. This is a limited edition Fender Custom Shop Artisan Stratocaster Koa Thinline. Thinline Koa Stratocaster, something like that.
All those words are music to my ears, though.
Yeah, Koa, Stratocaster, Thinline, Artisan, Fender, and Custom Shop. Doesn't matter where you put them in the sentence.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
World's best Mad Lib, am I right? Yeah, so didn't we have an Artisan Koa Thinline Telly?
We did.
A while ago?
Yeah.
This is similar, but not at all in some ways, but I really love that guitar. I really like this guitar.
Yeah, so let me tell you a little bit about this guitar and how it came into my life. And I'm sure we're already going to have a fraught relationship because I'm standing over here holding the specs and it's in Cooper's hands. And I'm sure I won't ever get to own it and it'll belong to one of you lucky people, but such is life working in a guitar store. So every once in a while, usually around the NAMM show, so generally about twice a year or so, Fender does a custom shop event. These events are very special, awesome events. I love attending them. And basically what they do is they're talking about everything going on in the custom shop program, and they offer up a number of guitars that are built or that you can order. And so it's a bidding system. You basically throw your name in a hat and hope for the best. With COVID, this year it was online, so we got to see photos of the guitars and check out the specs and watch some videos and things like that. And then myself and a lot of other dealers from around the world were putting our names in that hat for various guitars that we wanted. And the way that these typically go is it's an event full of excitement and disappointment, because you invariably see a guitar like, oh, I really want that, and you don't get it. Someone else gets it. But we bid on a bunch of guitars, and we won one. And most other places won none. And so, that's the luck of the draw. And if we had to win one, I'm so glad it was this one.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Because it's a beautiful guitar. So I've got the specs here. You can run down some of the main points for us.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's a beautiful Koa top. And I mean, it's just everything everybody kind of wants when it comes to Koa. The grain kind of distribution and the coloring. It's a master class of Koa.
Sapwood in the middle, perfectly book matched.
Thin line, so it's semi-hollow, really cool, different sound that it gives you.
Yeah. A lot of accentuation on the mids.
Yeah.
When you have a semi-hollow.
I really enjoy the Eric Johnson Stratocasters, Thin line Strats, and so it's cool. Just adds it's kind of that expert artistry of guitar building. It's just a nice, very impressive build, but the sound is amazing. And then the body itself is mahogany and bird's eye maple on the neck, which
beautiful,
is
like vintage tint on it.
Some of the craziest bird's eye.
Really bird's eye, really figured. Yeah. I love the mahogany body. Here's the thing, mahogany's often not appreciated. This is really nice mahogany. Yeah. There's not so nice mahogany. This is really beautiful mahogany. And mahogany is actually a pretty light wood. Yeah. So coupled with the fact that this is, thin line as well, it's got a great weight to it.
So I believe it's a nitro finish, right?
It is a natural finish. The neck is not. The neck is tinted.
Oh, no, nitro. Nitrocellulose.
Oh, nitrocellulose, yes.
So the finishing on the mahogany, which sometimes is an overlooked wood, really just like up close, the depth of the grain and like the difference in the light when you kind of look at it like I am right now with all the different lights around us, it brings out a lot of cool stuff. So it holds up even though on the front you got the nicest piece of Koa. All of the wood just looks amazing. It's almost like the bird's eye is like a 3D effect, in
Yeah.
the light. Really cool. The cool vintage style. What are these?
So it's tortoiseshell, faux tortoiseshell.
tortoiseshell.
No tortoises had to die for this guitar, but it's tortoiseshell buttons on gold F-style vintage tuners, and that apes the pickguard, which is a polished tortoiseshell single-ply pickguard that just really kind of goes perfectly with the Koa.
Yeah.
It's a very nice complementary piece. I'm not usually one for gold hardware, honestly.
Yeah.
But the gold and the Koa and the tint on the neck and the tortoiseshell, it all works.
It brings out the natural gold in all the wood.
Yeah.
And you think about Koa and bird's eye and tortoiseshell and gold hardware. On paper, I would think that would be a little too busy looking, but it's just perfect.
Yeah,
It looks really nice.
It's a cohesive piece.
And not to mention the pickups sound really, really good.
So they're custom shop Fat 50s pickups that are on there. And you've got a compound radius fretboard. We just talked about this on another guitar. It's my favorite. I think you get the best of both worlds. In this case, it's 10 to 14, I believe. No, 10 to 12. 9.5. So you're starting at a typical modern Fender radius down near the nut, and then it's flattening out to 12, which is typically what you find on like a Les Paul. So pretty cool there. 1.65-inch nuts, bone nut, and then the fretboard is really cool. So it's a lamb style fretboard like you'd see on like early 60s Fenders. The truss rod is a 60s style. It's African blackwood, so it's not rosewood, it's not ebony. It's African blackwood. Wears well, sounds great, feels good. Nothing to complain about. And then you've got your telltale special signs. The heel plate has your serial number. This is serial number, by the way, CZ547998. Limited Artisan Stratocaster NOS, which is new old stock. And you've got the Custom Shop logo up on the headstock as well, denoting how special this is. Now, if you're familiar with Custom Shop, here's the thing you ought to know. In the case are a bunch of goodies. This is a very important piece. If you ever see a Custom Shop for sale secondhand on Reverb or something like that, and it doesn't have this, it's basically loses a lot of its value. So inside you have your certificate of authenticity, and then you have your build sheet that basically goes down every single spec on the guitar. One of the things that I like about this being the Thinline, kind of in the Eric Johnson style, they used to do some Thinline Strats that were thick, right? And so you didn't really have that belly carve, you didn't have that Strat body. But with these, it is that. You get all of that kind of great feel and kind of a drop top with the exotic wood. Just very, very cool guitar. Abalone dot inlays on the
even on the top too.
The side dots are abalone as well.
Yeah,
it's a looker. It's not really understated, but it's not gaudy. It's just a beautiful. I'm a big fan of like exotic woods. I think we've talked about a lot of that on this channel, and I love how they pulled it all together. I like the logo too. They didn't go with like the vintage 50s logo on this. It's kind of the late 60s, and with that, the color of the font, it really works well.
Yeah. It's a golden guitar. Does it have the name of the builder on there? Was it a single builder?
No, I think this was a group build.
Cool.
Which would make sense for an artisan, particularly the price. If you want a master built one, the price goes up just to have a single person build it. But very, very cool. You said the pickup sounded awesome.
Yeah. So as always, Hot Rod Deluxe. EQs just straight up, little tiny touch of reverb. I played this back to back with a few other guitars that we were checking out today, and in terms of, they're called Fat 50s for a reason. It's a huge sound, very just full, rich, beautiful sound, and it sounds like it looks. It's like a very, very, very nice, just incredible, stratty, semi-hollow. Would be. It's hard to imagine ever wanting to play this with like any pedals or anything else. Just straight through a tube amp. Yeah. It's like every sound that you've ever wanted to come out of a Stratocaster. So it's a really, really nice sound. Eager for y'all to hear it.
Well, let's hear it. Let's check it out. All right, and we're back. So, great guitar, sounds phenomenal, looks phenomenal, feels fantastic. It's everything I think you want in a custom shop guitar that's supposed to denote an instrument that is special. So, what do you get with a custom shop guitar? So, we mentioned this, that you get with certificate of authenticity and also the specs of the guitar. You're also going to get this special custom shop leather strap. You get a black with red plush interior Fender Custom Shop case, which I love. It's got the Fender Custom Shop logo embroidered on it. And then you get some other goodies. This is interesting because this is based upon a 60s, but you get kind of the ashtray cover that was typical of the 50s tremolo covers. You get some stickers, you get some picks, and you get your tremolo bar and some other goodies inside. So that's everything, all the case candy and everything that comes with this fantastic guitar. And honestly, I really want this guitar. I can't really get this guitar right now. But you know what's kind of like dagger in the heart is I've already been looking for, I want an electric guitar with like a Koa top or a Koa body. Like I've just been cruising Reverb and eBay looking for a guitar, and then lo and behold, the one that we win is Koa, but I can't get it right now. So one of you lucky people can.
Yeah, and you can learn about it on our website, but I would also recommend, if you can, just give us a call or talk to us online if you're in the area and you can just come by and see it. Hold it. It's a very inspiring guitar, and it just looks better in person than any picture can ever do justice. I think about custom shop stuff all the time, and it just seems so like unattainable, like it's this upper echelon. So it's always nice when we get to just like hold them and play them and stuff. They're really cool. But this one is definitely special. I do like it more than the Telly that we had, just because it lends itself to a Strat so well, this design and everything. So yeah, really, really cool.
I think you and I are both lucky and fortunate to have some guitars that a lot of people would really want to kind of try to obtain. Yeah. That being said, understanding how blessed and fortunate I am to own some of the guitars, I don't have a custom shop in my collection, and I always kind of look at it as like, you know, I'm a big fan of Strats. I have some really nice ones, but I want to own a custom shop. There's something special about every single custom shop I've ever played. So your mileage may vary, but that's kind of how I feel about the subject. So if you do have questions about this or even other custom shops we might have in stock, other guitars in general, again, like you said, go to our website, alamomusic.com, where we can talk to you about it. We can help you find the right one. At the end of the day, the very best guitar in the world is the one with an amazing Koa top. That's what I say every single week. And
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Now we got one. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you'd like to check out some cool lesson content, tabs, behind the scenes, and bonus videos, make sure to click on the link in our description to head over to our Patreon page and learn about becoming an Alamo Music Insider. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.